The reality is, everything requires you to work hard at it for you to become a master or an expert at it, right? But how do we get to that place where we are a master or an expert? If you want to know, stick with me today as we talk about how to draw closer to your goal. So on this channel, we talk all things mindset, habits, success habits, and all the things that are going to get us to the top. So if you want to hear more along these topics, please do subscribe and comment and like. Right, so let's get into it. How do you draw closer to your goals? So, how exactly now do you draw closer and closer to your goals? I believe we all want to achieve some things in our lives. There's some things that are like down in our hearts that we feel like, this thing in my lifetime, this one I should have done. It may be raising a family, it may be getting to a certain position at your workplace or on the corporate ladder, it may be opening up businesses, things like that, or being influential to people that you feel called to, being impactful to them, right? So I think every single person wants to achieve something. It may be as huge as desiring to get out of poverty, deciding that there are some generational curses in my family that I need to break. There's never been anybody who graduated high school or university. There's never been anybody who was like so influential maybe in the community. I want to be that. I want to have integrity. I want to have a family that is like well knit together, not broken, and things like that. So all of us want to reach somewhere, right? But how do you get closer to your goal? There is the 80-20 rule and the Pareto principle, which explains that 80% of the things that we achieve in life are actually only driven by 20% of the effort that we put in, right? So, how do you get closer to your goal? First thing, prioritize, right? Write the major things that you want to achieve, right? And the milestones to get you to achieve that thing. And then prioritize it over your daily routines that are only getting you 20% of the results, right? Don't spend so much time on things that are not getting you into this goal, right? So prioritize, and it takes changing a lot of things in our lives. It means that maybe when after work, instead of going to hang out with my friends, this time I have to go and shoot a video, on weekends when I should be like, partying up, which does not give me any results of what I'm looking forward to doing. Maybe this time I could go and visit somebody who can potentially become my mentor, or somebody who's like achieved in that area, and get with a group of people that I actually want to become like, right? Or people who can drive me closer to where I actually want to be, right? Because, we talk about community. It's extremely important. The people that you surround yourself with, they're extremely, extremely important. You have to choose them very wisely, and you have to try and get with them daily, right? Instead of spending 30 minutes on a call every day with people who are not going the direction that I want to, maybe I should now intentionally choose people that I know that I will talk to on a daily basis, right? So the first thing, prioritize. If my aim now is to become CEO of the company, right, I will spend more time in the office or shadowing somebody who I admire in the company, right? And I'll put more effort in my work, maybe rather than in my hobbies, because this goal that I want is very, very close to my heart, right? So that is number one. And then number two, fail forward. It's not going to be easy. Everything that we want in life, we really have to work hard for. And it also doesn't matter if you're talented or skilled in this area, especially talented or gifted, because your hard work is going to pay more than the you being gifted, but then you're just sitting on your gift, right? So fail forward. It's not, nothing comes easy that is worth having, right? Nothing comes easy. You're going to cry, okay? You're going to want to give up. You're going to want to throw in the towel. You're going to be so discouraged. You're going to find every reason to not want to move forward any longer. You can start giving yourself excuses such as, I don't even know what purpose this thing is serving that I'm trying to do. I'm not being properly even acknowledged for it. People are not being grateful that I'm doing this and that and that, maybe in the workplace, and you want to get promoted. You may want to give up, but you have to remind yourself of your why. As people always say, remind yourself why you're doing this, and then keep going. And if you know the 10,000 hour rule, the more work you put in this thing that you want to happen in your life, the better you're becoming at it all the time. And the 10,000 hour rule says that after you've done something for 10,000 hours, you become an expert in it. It comes easier to you now. You flow, more than before when you started, way more than before. I think that's the number of hours that they give to pilots to finally allow them to fly on their own. So you can see how important it is. If it's going to allow somebody to be able to defy gravity up in the air, flying very confidently, right? So fail forward. Don't fail and then sit there. No, collect all your failures. They're very, very, very valuable. I've realized that if you keep giving up and starting this thing, then giving up, starting that one, giving up, you have failed to bring the abilities that you learned in those failure moments to now accumulate and become one thing, to become part of the thing that you're working towards, such that it gives it more weight, such that it gives it more, you have more experience, right? So if you're learning to sell candy, and then now you're like, customers never pass by here, nobody ever comes, so I'm giving up. But there's something that you learned there that could have pushed you forward. You know what not to do in a certain area, right? So when you don't give up and you continue, you've improved at least one thing. And then when you fail at another thing, you also carry that experience, such that when you do the third thing, at least you carry experiences of two things that you failed at that you'll never again fail at, right? And then you become a stronger person and more astute business person, a well-rounded person who is very formidable and probably cannot be shaken in that industry any longer. So it's very, very important to fail forward. When you fail, you cannot sit back now and relax. And then number 3, it's extremely, extremely important to never give up. It's similar to the second one, because when you give up now, you're never going to achieve anything. Like if I'm working towards becoming a musician, and then, it's not an easy industry, they say, just even from singing in church, it's not easy. People are going to discourage you. There's a lot of people jealous around you. There's, a lot of things, people want to pull you down. And imagine that now that was supposed to be your biggest thing, and then you give up, and then maybe you decide to pursue, for example, writing, and you're not so great at it, and you're not so passionate at it. You're missing out on the person that you could have become had you stuck out and decided, okay, I'm going to continue singing, right? You're missing out on a great version of who you are, and you'll never meet that person, If you're Simon and you are supposed to be a singer, you'll never meet Simon the singer. Then when you had decided that you're not going to give up, then you become a whole new person. Your world opens up because your gift opens doors for you, right? And then I had some bonus points. It was that another thing, it's very, very important to invest in the things that you want to be or to achieve, right? There's so many courses online, YouTube videos, so many, concerning anything that you want to do. invest the time in it, invest the money, to become better. And then be open-minded, as you continue to pursue your gift, your goal, your calling. Be open-minded, such that other things because your gift will open doors for you. You don't know what's gonna come, and just embrace the next step forward. Yeah, that's all I had for you today. Thank you so much for joining. Please do remember to subscribe, and if you have anything to say, just comment down below and like. Thank you so much.